Wow. I like this combed hair look. Let's hope that this exterior noises don't ruin the fun. Because I can't put on my headphones right now. What a year. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. So it's just you and me right now, YouTube. How are you doing? Held for review. First comment was held for review. Starting out with a bang. Always grateful for the chats here. I remember when I first started watching Love Island, they would always say that. They'd be like, they're just chatting. I'm just gonna chat then. There's something so amusing about reality TV from England. I just love their accents as an American. Ooh, okay. I want to ask a question. Hi, Joey. How are you? I'm going to ask a question. Do I sound like I have a California accent? Yes. No. There we go. I'm living for the polls. Thanks, YouTube. The other day, when I first started going live, they didn't let me do the polls, and the polls are always fun. What do you guys think? I think they're super fun. Joey 1635. How old are you and where are you from? You know, I just realized I never asked you guys more about yourself. Hello from Queens, New York. Yes. I love to hear where people are from. Honestly, this whole social media thing still blows my mind. No matter how many times I've live streamed, no matter how many. Thank you. Hi from Kansas, Missouri. Hello, Missouri. No matter how many times I go live, I feel like the power of lives are totally slept on, which I don't think they are. I've learned that you're from South. 39 from South where? I'm so happy we got married last night. What? Where's my ring then? But it just blows my mind, the power of social media. And a lot of creators, I mean, I think a lot of people that you recognize now, some household names got recognized from live streaming. So for anybody that's interested in social media, I totally recommend to put yourself out there on live streaming. Thank you for your gift. I appreciate that. I appreciate the high five. I think people think you have to have a certain amount of followers. I mean, I think you have to have 50 subscribers on YouTube to go live. Love you. But I think going live is such a self-discovery journey, because as you get to know the people that are aligned with your vibe, obviously people who come up, or you come up on their For You if you're going live, it's because you guys are at the same frequency, tempo, like attracts like, right? But the ability to go live, you learn so much about yourself as an individual, your interests, what you like to talk about, what you're passionate about. And when you're able to share that part of you, it's almost like a discovery journey for the people that watch you. So I think it's definitely personal development, and I recommend a lot of people to put themselves out on social media, especially with the digital age progressing and how pivotal it is to become a brand. I sound American. What does that even mean? What does it mean to sound American in comparison to anything else? But yeah, I think that it will just become a way of normality. Am I mean? I don't know. I don't think I'm mean. No, I said what makes the difference between American and Californian. What part of the South are you from? I've actually been to a few countries in the South. I've been to Louisiana. I've been to Missouri, Alabama, Tennessee. So about 4. And if you consider Florida, then 5. I don't know what a PFP is. What products do I use in my hair? I only use a deep conditioner for curly hair that I found at Ulta. Oh, profile picture. Our first stop is Paris, Venice, Norway, Denmark. I don't know if I care to go to Denmark. I really enjoy singing. I've never invested time in it. Am I from California? Yeah, I am. I said I'm from Louisiana. Oh, okay. So like New Orleans or no? I went to New Orleans and I really liked it. Southern California, no. I'm from Northern California. We leave Sunday. Wow. Sounds like you like to travel. That's cool. I've been to Mexico. She's from the Bay Area. No, I grew up close to the Bay Area. I'm from the Central Valley. Literally nothing to do in the Central Valley. Nothing. I was a big hecka person. I would say that a lot in high school. So I've just been thinking, I've been thinking a lot lately. You love me, I love you too. I've been thinking a lot towards my like direction on where I want to take social media. And I'm from East Oakland, but I live in Oh, you're from this small town? What do you do for fun in New Orleans? I mean, not in New Orleans, in Louisiana. Pardon. So I've been thinking of what direction I put eye cream. I want to take my social media. And I think I've like staggered the information, or I want to stagger the forms of media. Meaning I want to post more long form and go live regularly on YouTube, and then use my Instagram more for like information based and like pictures, kind of like more blog-ish, but with just photos capturing, and then TikTok more for just like spam content. My favorite city in the US. My favorite city in the US. My favorite city in the US. It's hard. Look, I used to like be a California girl, in and out. I thought my dream was to like live forever in Los Angeles, but that changed because I feel like California, it's just stunted in its growth. I feel like it's not as fun as what it used to be. But then you go to Miami, and then it's like, and Miami's not Florida. Did we talk about city? Yeah, we talked about city. We get to Miami and everything's overpriced. Like, the amount of money you have to be making here is bewildering just to like live casually. So if you're rich, I would say Miami, like for my taste. I'm from the Central Valley though, but truthfully, I like Mexico. I like living in Mexico, but I feel like financially I would have to be like a nomad to be able to make that possible. San Diego is amazing. I think it got a little boring for my taste, if I'm being honest, because I was there for 4 years for college, and then I moved to Orange County, and that really was boring. Have you been to Riverside, California? No, but I've been to San Bernardino for a festival when I was in college. What was it? I forget what the festival was. I feel like Mexico, to begin with, the food is so much better in Mexico. It's like there, I automatically lose weight. Or not even weight, but inflammation. Things you like. And then I just like the people in Mexico a lot. So I feel like the people in Mexico are friendlier. Like, it's easier for me to make friends in Mexico and trust the people there. Not trust them, but like, I feel like people in the States are just way too competitive. Your family's from Mexico. I'm half white and part Mayan Indian. Wow, that's so cool. Everywhere outside. Do you think I sound like Kim K? Shout out to your uncle. Okay, I think your uncle got enough shout outs. I speak a lot of Spanish just from being an iron worker. Shout out Luis Garavito. Thanks for the gift. At one point, not even gonna lie, I started taking a CAD class. I was taking community college classes. I mean, I already have my bachelor's in business administration, but I was working at the time at my previous job, and I had extra time because I was doing a long distance relationship. So I wouldn't really go out, and I wanted something to do for fun. And I started taking a CAD class. So I would go to CAD class, and then the welding class would be at the same time, and I would pass by the welding, and I thought about it. And I told my mom, what do you think about me becoming a welder? And she was like, don't do that. That's dangerous. And then I was like, I mean, but think about all the tables I could make. I was like, think about all the great iron work I could do. No, I'm not. I'm not an iron worker. And then I thought, well, maybe this is just like big money welding. Well, I've been realizing that there's like so much loopholes to making money nowadays. I've been seeing a lot of information, and I'm like, T. And big money welding. See, my dream job is not to be tied, to not trade my time for money, right? So I was looking into numerology. And apparently the way I make money, or I'm meant to make money based on my numerology, is through communication. I'm like, makes sense. Did a book. Read a book. You can't just do it. What? So now I'm like thinking on how to pitch it, because this is like a goal for me. I just, I have to set this goal, set a certain number of books sold, which eventually is just 1 million copies. And I'm like, probably not even like 0.00001% close. But a girl can dream. A girl can dream. So, I mean, I'm setting myself to accomplish this goal within 1 to 5 years. I feel like it's totally doable. I have to think about all the avenues I could get to it. So that's the plan. I'm doing well. Some months are slim, but if you work for someone else, at least it's steady. Do the thing, right? I'm a big believer, like, if I can set my mind to it, I can make it happen. I know I can make it happen. So that's like the manifestation project that I have. I will say though, there's nothing that I've wanted in my life 100% wholeheartedly and haven't achieved. So at this point, might as well set outlandish goals and make it happen, right? Like, what is life if not just to put yourself out there? To put yourself out there, live life. You can't live life if you don't put yourself in any new experiences. Like, if you just stay home on your phone the whole day, anytime you have free time, then it's like you're missing all these opportunities. I told you guys already, but I'm totally focused on starting a book club this upcoming year. We're gonna choose like 12 books. We're gonna make it nice. We're gonna be learning. We're gonna be thriving. You guys are gonna tell me what you're learning, what we're learning together. Menina querida amiga Ferrari. I can be, oh my goodness, perfect. Then what we will be doing is I'll be telling you what book we're reading the first month, and we'll start like on the 15th, and then hopefully by February I have something happening. Thank you. Yeah, and then, okay, I've been seeing these videos. It's like 1,000 rejections. And essentially, they're all these videos about not taking no as an answer and like pushing the limit repeatedly, and seeing how far that gets you in life. And it's true. People only recognize people for the steps that they took right. But what about all those times you tried and failed? Like, that was just building you up. That was just building you up towards success. Right? It's like, even when you find out the things that don't work out, you're able to eliminate so then you can find the things that do work out. It's like a trial and error kind of situation. That's what I feel like life is. What, like, the part that frustrates me a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I can get a lot of you to agree with me on this, is like, you have to be so perfectly emotionally balanced. Like, if you want to get anywhere at all in life, you have to know how to handle your emotion and how to handle your mindset. That is what will hold people back the most in their life. When people are unable to handle their urges, that just outbursts, or just speak up too soon. There's like a difference in taking action, which is the more action you take, the more opportunity you have to win. It's like, okay, I saw this video and I thought it was like super insightful. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. So essentially, this teacher handed out $10 to, this was all about private investing and how it works and how essentially it's all a numbers game. And I totally agree. So it was a class and he had 10 groups in the class and he gave them all $10. And the goal was to make as much money as possible within the end of the day. So he said like about 80% lost the money, right? Like they had no return on investment, like they couldn't figure it out, and these people were just like bartering, buying gum, selling like mystery, whatever, you know. People were getting creative in whatever way they could, because selling is all about storytelling. It's about the experience. It's not necessarily, most of the time it's not even the product or the service. It's all about the experience and the emotions felt during the experience. So I think it was like 2 out of the 10 made 10 times the return on investment. And I believe, okay, I got my numbers wrong. It was like 2 out of 10 got 10 times the return on investment, and then 2 like made a little bit over like $30-$40. Anyways, the total amount collected from this experiment, I think the professor collected $180. And he said, see, like when you are an investor and you finally curate or have the capital to invest in companies, a large majority is going to fail, but there is going to be a return on investment. Sometimes it's not about talent, sometimes it's about timing, and it's situational. I think that a lot of people sell themselves short and hold themselves back from putting themselves out there because they try something once and they fail. And they're like, shit, if I try being an entrepreneur once and I fail, that means I'm not meant for it, right? Let's say they're extra ballsy and they go a second time and they fail again. Then they feel even worse. Let's say they try a third time, right? Sometimes, and if you're in real estate and you do well in real estate, you'll understand this mentality. And obviously any entrepreneur understands this mentality. You have to have a certain mental resilience to be able to withstand the failures. But then eventually there's a breakthrough. There's always a breakthrough. You just have to keep trying. And I think that's where people sell themselves short. I think that a lot of people don't want to work a 9 to 5, right? And a lot of people are miserable because of their 9 to 5. But I think if you're in a 9 to 5, just keep trying. Just keep pushing yourself. I think making offers, pitches, selling yourself, selling your insight, your time. I mean, some people just sell information. Hi there. That's so funny. It's interesting to see these comments are just all coming up hidden, but I'm like, I wonder what it is. This lady was like telling me to go get a job. It's like, lady, you don't even know what I do with my life. Maybe I have 5 jobs. Like, why are you on social media if you don't freaking believe in social media? Don't be on social media. People are possessed. That's what I think. I think that they're possessed by the negativity in their mind. But You know what? Thank you, YouTube. You guys are more on top of these comments, hiding them. I love it because I don't have to put up with that. Whoops. Anyways, floating heart. Ooh. You're spot on about the negativity. It's normal. I think it's like it triggers them because when life sucks, oh my gosh, when life sucks for some people, they can't stand seeing them happy or optimistic, and they just want to ruin it for everyone because it's like everyone's ruined it for them and their mentality. So, Andrew, I don't know you. So, yeah. But I think that's part of putting yourself out there. There's always going to be criticism. There's always going to be people that have something to say. And if somebody has something to say, that means that you have the capacity to truly stimulate people's minds. Because if someone is getting triggered by just a simple comment, they could easily just swipe away and be like, I don't agree with that, right? And you'd be good. Like nothing would happen. But it's like, for someone to take the time out of their day to comment, that means you got in their head. That's what I think. So, oh my goodness. It's a matter of life. I'm only 29, but I'm still astonished by what this old world offers. Sometimes I truly question when life is going to bring me more people like me. And not that I want everyone to be like me, that's not the case, but God, I would truly want to be surrounded by people that want to make a positive impact in this world. You know? It's like there's so much people that you're like, this is literally a TV show. This is not real life. Sometimes people just leave me stunned. Hey. And I'm like, there needs to be more goodness in this world. And that's my hope. To one day see more purity and goodness. You haven't been seeing me. I stopped going live for about a month. It was just one of those moments where I was just ending a cycle in my life. I love that. I completely agree with that. I don't know. And some people live off the drama. I think a lot of people love attention and they live off the drama. They love attention, like going on live streams. Oh my gosh. Okay, people don't understand we are living in a different world out here. Be safe. I feel like a lot of people lack empathy. I think that's the issue. Everyone's so caught up in themselves. And they're more so focused on the value you can provide for them or what need you fit for them. And they completely don't even consider what you have to say or feel. And I think if people were a tad bit empathetic, it'd be different. And I don't know what triggers it. I mean, a lot of the time I say I understand people because it's like the world is so traumatized by all these tragic things that people go through but nobody talks about, but doesn't mean. How's my book doing? My book's doing great. It is getting ready. It's getting ready to shine. Like it's shining, but it's like pumping itself up. Have you read it? If you've read it, tell me your thoughts. I would totally love to hear your thoughts. No, and you know what's the effed up part? People started like no, it's the title makes it seem like it's about money, but it's essentially about becoming the best version of yourself by saying I do and looking past the superficiality of looking for just external gain. And when you accept yourself wholeheartedly and you follow your purpose, your identity, what fills you with joy, then you become abundant in all areas of life. That's essentially what the analogy is about. It's a self-concept transformational journey book. Is it on your profile, the name? I have it on Google Play Books. I also have it for print. So if you go to my page, it's on there. And it's honestly super cute. I love it. It's called Date Money, Marry Abundance. If you go to my page, you should find it. And then you should find it in the links. I think I have it in my description too. But yeah, when I released my book, awesome, let me know. I got a lot of people, I guess, just trying to ruin the sauce for me. They were like so upset. They were just trying to ruin it for me and ruin the parade. And people started bullying me, and then I was like, what? I was like, why? It's like once people see you growing. Ew, why would I want that? Gross. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Tuesday, right? So, yeah, I felt like I was also going through a transformational journey. And a lot of the time, when I have those moments that I really have to go inward, I need to take time for myself alone. I'm a very interesting and insightful person. Baby, and get ready for us to like start reading these books. I love reading because then it's like you're introduced to someone else's world and then you get to talk about it with other people. Honestly, my goal would be having a lot of people come on live with us through like collab feature where you like add someone, it's like and we can talk about all things life, personal development, being real, raw, vulnerable. Sometimes, always. I always ask myself so many questions. And I think that's why I have so much insight on, or hot takes on certain subjects and matters, because I'm always just like asking myself, but why? But why? But why? If so, yes. Oh my goodness. And I'm really liking, hi Kate, how YouTube is helping me out with these comments, like filtering these comments. YouTube, I really, really appreciate it. I was so over it. I was so over seeing all these stupidity and nonsense. So you're a real one for removing these comments. I'm like, that's when you know people don't have anything better to say or do. It made me smile. So yeah, I don't even know what these little gems are, but I have 71 so far. And I also like how my lives are like very like, what is it called? Kind of like secretive, like exclusive. They're so exclusive right now. Yay, now I have 76 coins. Where am I gonna spend all these coins? All these gems, where do I spend them? The gem store, hello. I'm honestly just grateful this week for 2025 finally to be over. This year was so challenging. Speak Spanish, que rollo. Si hablo español, hay que hablar español poquititito. ¿Qué les parece? ¿Qué les parece si les hablo en español? Yo sé que tal vez no se mira como que hablo español, pero claro que sí hablo español. Soy un sueño de California. Se me olvida que tengo mucha gente aquí que habla español. A ver, si hablas español, comenta, porque si no, los de inglés ya, los que solo hablan inglés me van a decir, habla inglés, speak English. A ver qué show, Simón. ¿De dónde eres, Enrique? Un chingo. Ah, eres mexicano. ¿De dónde eres? Epa, 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 Pues yo digo que ya tengo como 40 minutos hablando por aquí, entonces ni pedo que hable un poco de español. De Sinaloa. ¿Sabes qué? A mí siempre se me ha antojado ir a Sinaloa. Pero pues, ya sabes lo que dicen de Sinaloa. De hecho, para mí es como un deseo de, no sé, de visitar todos los estados de México, pero ya llevo algunos. Ya llevo Chiapas, Yucatán, Quintana Roo, Estado de México. Una vez fui a la Ciudad de México como por 12 horas. Baja California Sur. Donde más, Jalisco, claro. Entonces, una vez vi allí a Guanajuato. Es Guanajuato para San Miguel Allende. Tenía tantas ganas. Oye, nada pasa si hablo español un ratito, ¿o qué? Fuga, vamos o qué por todo México. Fuga, vamos. No, yo enamoradísima de México. De hecho, mi único novio que ha tenido ha sido de México, y yo creo que si no había sido por algunas cositas me había casado con él, y pues yo feliz, pero pues la cosa no se dio, o sea, si no lo quiso el universo. No estoy soltera. Tengo desde abril soltera, y desde el fin de abril, y la verdad no ha salido con nadie. Dice que me dejé con él. Yo pensaba honestamente que me iba a casar y todo eso, pero pues a veces uno no conoce realmente las personas hasta después. Y no digo que realmente él cambió como persona, porque no, así no fue el caso, pero más bien, no sé, fue un distanciamiento y no se dio. O sea, llegó a un punto que pues la relación era más estrés que felicidad, ¿verdad? Yo creo que la intuición de uno lo guía a realmente ¿qué pasa, güey? ¿De dónde eres? ¿Qué parte eres? No era tóxico, pero la neta, sí lloré algunas veces porque era, bueno, cuando yo lo conocí era bien borracho y yo no tomo alcohol. Entonces algunas veces pues no sé, no era muy irresponsable, y cuando se ponía borracho era medio agresivo. O sea, palabras, decía cosas como ofensivas. Entonces ese era un tema como que no era muy sano, pero pues es lo que pasa en este mundo. A veces la gente no sabe cómo controlar su consumo y se vuelve personas irreconocibles cuando toman. Pero ¿sabes qué? O sea, yo le deseo todo el bien, la verdad. Yo deseo a todos todo el bien. Yo soy del norte de California, cerquitas de Sacramento. Cerquititas de Sacramento. Todos estos comentarios que están escondidos de seguro están bien mamoncitos. Y ¿sabes lo bueno? Que creo que esa gente que se pasa no sabe el español. Entonces aquí están como sufriendo. Están sufriendo porque no saben qué estoy diciendo. Yo estoy a Las Vegas. Ay, claro, me quieren llevar a Las Vegas. Bueno, gracias Freddy por tus lindísimas palabras. Que Dios siempre esté con usted. Y yo creo que soy bastante más chistosa en español. La verdad, mis bromas se pasan. Y tú eres... Ay, cabrón. Yo no he escuchado eso de lo de camote desde... ¡Ay! No me caigo. Desde que tenía como unos 16 años. Eso casi no se dice de camotes. Ay, ya se me entumió. I follow you. ¿De dónde soy? Oye, ¿sigo hablando español o ya me cambio a inglés? De hecho, no sé por qué no hablo más en español, porque casi toda mi audiencia creo que habla inglés. Pero yo creo honestamente que me siento más libre hablando español. Me siento más real. Siento como que todos mis chistes fluyen en español. No sé, quizás está en mi cabeza. Do I have a boyfriend? No. I had a boyfriend the beginning of 2025. I broke up with him in April. So, for now, no boyfriend. No boyfriend, no problem. Sometimes the best time. I suck at Spanish, good at talking shit in Spanish, but I can literally listen to you until you speak Spanish so pretty. Ooh, you think so? Pero pues sí, chicos, mejor nomás hablo español. ¿Qué tal si cambio todo lo de mi canal a puro español y que empezar a decir, hola chicos, ¿cómo están? What is a GLHF? What are these? ¿Qué son? Oh my gosh, I love cats. Guys, you don't even know how much I love cats. Me encantan los gatos. Sí, pero ¿cómo funciona? I have 3 cats. It's hell on earth. Why? No. Cats are so cute. I could cuddle with cats the whole day. Why is this on my face now? Ha ha ha! Christmas Eve is tomorrow. ¿Cuándo para Las Vegas? Cabrón. Yo soy niña buena, yo no voy a Las Vegas. Yo soy niña buena, no voy a Las Vegas. ¿Cómo crees? Yo me porto bien. Yo ni tomo alcohol, ni hago nada de ese desmadre. Yo me porto bien y ya voy a cumplir 30 años. Ya está, para que me tranquilice y que me enfoque a prepararme para casarme. Porque eso de siendo la chica soltera, viviendo la vida alegre, no. No, yo siento como que yo no quiero ser mamá a los 40. O sea, si voy a tener hijos, pues hay por los 32, los 33, pero ya a los 38 y pues uno no tiene hijos automáticamente, ¿verdad? Entonces yo no puedo ir a Las Vegas, yo ya no estoy en ese... Fíjate que yo pensé que ya había estado casada. O sea, mi meta desde que era niña, decía, bueno, me casaré a los 27 y tendré hijos a los 28 y tendré 3 hijos. Fíjate que, o sea, mi novio, y pues si no tienes novio, pues es un gran escalo, pero dicen que las cosas pueden cambiar. No, Marino. Dicen que las cosas pueden cambiar de noche a mañana, de la mañana a la noche. Pues, ahí miramos. Pero pues, no, niño, yo no puedo salir con un muchacho que me quiera llevar a Las Vegas. Eso no es el matrimonio que quiero. La verdad no. Yo creo que como uno como mujer tiene que parar de hacer eso si realmente quieren que la tomen en serio. Entonces yo la verdad estaba en una relación desde los 26, era mi primer novio, y yo pensé que pues con este chico me voy a quedar y voy a empezar mi vida. Y pues no se dio, que está bien, o sea, nada pasa, la vida sigue, uno encuentra a alguien más, cha. Pero pues yo para estar rifándomela en esos tipos de alegrías, no, cariño, no. Uno como mujer tiene que saber en dónde. Yo cuando estaba como de 20, de 22, yo pensaba, yo creo que la verdad, no tuve novio hasta los 26 porque era bien pinche party girl. Y no como que hay party girl que está ahí con muchachos, no, o sea, me encantaba la fiesta porque me encantaba tomar, me encantaba bailar, solamente eso. Pero no. Dije, con unas experiencias que pasé, me di cuenta que pues el alcohol no te va a llevar en ninguna buena dirección, y para mí me perjudicó la vida en muchas maneras bien mal. Yo en un tiempo tomaba alcohol todos los días, todo el día. Era mi manera de escaparme. Y hasta que pasé por algunas cosas que me di cuenta, wow, no llevo buena dirección. Yo dije, ¿sabes qué? Lo voy a dejar. Y lo dejé. Y pues ya tengo desde 2020 que no tomo. Sí. Y me siento bien. La verdad, me siento... No me hace falta nada. Y pues los hombres que encuentras allá en la fiesta tampoco son los más adecuados. O sea, son hombres que no están listos para nada en serio. Un hombre que lo encuentras en la fiesta, pues esperar que te va a ofrecer algo como legítimo, como una pareja, pues no. O sea, aquí no necesitas hacer un genio para realizar que en la fiesta no vas a encontrar el amor de tu vida. Y yo sé que hay excepciones y que obviamente es un lugar con mucho, pues, que puedes socializar y conocer, pero yo siento que no. Yo siento que... O que lo encuentres en YouTube. De hecho, eso me dicen. Tengo muchos pretendientes al mirar. Pero pues sí, ya llevo tiempo sin ir de fiesta y me siento bien. Y sí he ido de fiesta sin tomar. Pero también aquí con las redes sociales, si yo pongo que voy de fiesta, que estoy rumbeando, pasándola bien, no me tomen en serio como una persona que habla de la vida, que da consejos, que te anima para ser tu mejor versión. O sea, no, pues ¿cómo me vas a tomar en serio si estoy ahí con la rumba? Como que, ay, fiesta, fiesta, fiesta. Y totalmente hizo sentido. Mi audiencia me empezó a decir, pues la verdad, teníamos imagen de ti. Yo digo, pues, está cabrón. Está cabrón. Chao, chico. Aquí donde yo vivo hay tanto o tantas motocicletas y son las más cursis y las más enfadosas. O sea, está bien, o sea, sí, hasta guapo los muchachos que se suban en la motocicleta y todo el pedo, pero cuando yo estoy durmiendo y escucho en medianoche, las 2, las 3 de la mañana, como un cohete, y yo casi se me sale el corazón. La gasolina. Yo tengo desde que me mudé de California sin manejar, pero yo ya estaba enfadadísima de manejar. Yo manejaba 8 horas al día. Yo vivía en California, hacía algo que era ventas relacionadas con la construcción. Entonces lo que yo hacía es yo vendía un producto que las aplicas era un producto livianito, que era súper bien para cualquier persona que era contratista. O sea, si eras un hombre contratista y querías cambiar un baño así de rapidísimo, el perfecto producto, porque ni era caro, pero te daba esa vista de lujo, como si fuera mármol o por lo que sea, cualquier tipo de piedra que ponen en los baños. Y yo viajaba entre todo el estado de California vendiendo este producto. Y cuando te digo que me empezó a ir bien, O sea, yo estaba lista para explotar la madre de todo. Empecé a tener mucha clientela, pero pues cosas pasan. Entonces durante ese tiempo yo viajé todo el estado de California, manejando, conociendo personas, ofreciendo el producto. Pero ¿sabes qué? La verdad, tengo mucho agradecimiento sobre esa experiencia porque me hizo la mujer que soy. O sea, soy una mujer que no tiene miedo de exponerse, de hablar, de comunicar, de presentar, vender. Todo eso se necesita en la vida para salir adelante. Tienes que intentar de 1000 diferentes maneras y actualmente esa era la última fase antes que dejé de trabajar allí. Era esencialmente puse el producto en Amazon. No duró tanto para empezar a ganar nuestra primera venta y luego empezaba a hacer contratos con clientes de alto volumen, con clientes de tiendas grandes, reconocidas. Y yo súper emocionada, pero las cosas no se fueron bien y eso no importa. Pero a llegar al momento de estar interactuando con gente de negocios, empresarios, gente pues con lana, ahí te das cuenta que todo está en la comunicación, en la manera de intentar no rendirte. Es que la vida realmente se expone y se presenta al que está listo comérselo entero. Tienes que sentir que tú tienes la capacidad de serlo todo. Aunque te dicen que estás loco, que lo que quieres hacer es imposible, dale. Ponerle todo el empeño y decirles, ¿sabes qué? Sí, estaba imposible para ti porque tú tenías una mente chiquita, pero yo, no hay límites. Ay, cabrón, perdón, se borró. No sé qué hice en accidente. Pero pues sí. Esta vida todo es mental. Todos son números, todos son intentos. Yo creo que el premio debería ser para los que más intentan. Intenta vivir. Eso es lo que le hace falta a uno, a intentar a vivir, a intentar a luchar. Mira, igual ganas. Te digo por qué, porque si no haces nada, ahí te estás quejando que, pues no tengo suficiente para intentar poder hacer esto o lo que sea. Quizás vives momentos como enfadosos de que cuando las cosas no funcionan, pues sí caga el palo. Pero pues, si sigues intentando, algún día la semilla se va a dar y vas a tener un árbol de billete. Es como ciencia. Y pues preguntan cómo yo lo estoy aplicando. No, apenas lo estoy intentando. Yo creo que antes era mucho... What? Disc golf? Is it raining? Alright, my loves. I'm gonna go. I loved our chat. But I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Kisses!